What is up, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. I want to first thank all of you guys who stuck through my channel while I was away on vacation. Guys, trust me, it really hurt not making PE news videos, and I'm so happy to be back. I am just not a vacation dude, so make sure you follow me on Twitter, and I definitely talk about this a little bit more, and of course I've already made videos, but I doubt I'm ever going to go on another vacation that long anytime soon. So look forward to consistent PE news videos throughout the week, pretty much every single week at all times. So yeah, definitely looking forward to getting back into it. We got a lot of great news, so let's go ahead and jump in. So BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle has been announced. Now, this features characters from BlazBlue, Persona 4, Under Night, and RWBY. I think it's called Ruby, or pronounce that, not 100% sure. So let's get into the article. Arc System Works has announced BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, the latest installment in the BlazBlue series, coming to unannounced platforms in 2018. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle will feature a dream team of characters that have never before been gathered in a single 2D fighting game, including Ragna the Blood Edge and Jin Kirasagi from BlazBlue, Yu from Persona 4 Ultimate Arena, Hyde from Under Night in Birth, and Ruby Rose from the 3D animated series RWBY. More character announcements will be made in the future. Konomi Hiraguchi is the game's lead character designer. It was announced at EVO 2017, and it looks pretty hype. Now, why am I talking about this game? Well, a lot of people are starting to make the connection. Once again, shout outs to my boy Stealth, making those stealthy connections via Twitter. Now, if you remember, there were basically a little infographic that Nintendo put out a while ago talking about some of the third-party support coming to the Nintendo Switch or third-party games, and there was a BlazBlue title on there along with Dragon Quest. You had Skyrim, Minecraft, Sonic Mania, NBA 2K18, FIFA. You guys all get that, but there was just a BlazBlue game. Now, it wasn't announced what BlazBlue game it was, and maybe that's the reason why it wasn't announced, because the game wasn't announced. We've already had BlazBlue. There's a bunch of BlazBlue games already out, and if it was just a port of an old BlazBlue game, I'm pretty sure they'd be able to just say, hey, this is a certain BlazBlue game, like this is BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma or whatever, any other BlazBlue game that's already been out. So I'm thinking, and this is obviously what Stealth is thinking, that it's this new game, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, that's coming to Nintendo Switch, along with probably PS4 and Xbox One, or maybe just PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Not really sure, but either way, it's good to see BlazBlue. This game, I think it's going to be pretty good. BlazBlue's always been a solid fighting game. I know I have one of them on the Xbox 360, but I love watching BlazBlue, Guilty Gear. Those games are awesome to watch. My boy Andre, I've talked about him here and there. He's a fighting game aficionado, and he plays BlazBlue. And that's when I really first got into watching the sport or the fighting game community, was meeting my friend Andre in college and him playing BlazBlue. So I think this is going to be really good, and hopefully it does come to Nintendo Switch, but even if it doesn't, looks like it's a great new entry into the fighting game series when it comes to BlazBlue, and you're going to have you from Persona 4 in there, because I know Persona 4 is really popular. He's super popular, so it's cool to see him in there, in addition to some other crossovers as well. Plus, there's still more to be announced. So what do you guys think about this as far as it potentially coming to Nintendo Switch? Once again, we do have this unannounced BlazBlue game coming to the system. This definitely could be it. So we'll see what happens in 2018, or maybe even the end of 2017. We'll see here. Maybe Nintendo has something to announce along with Arc System Works. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, we have the Amazon bestsellers chart, and I only really talk about this when something crazy happens or we see a game kind of shoot up where we didn't really see that coming or what it does. But the almighty PSN cards actually go down. Yes, the PSN cards people always buy on Amazon because they don't want to put their credit card information into PSN, but they want to get the deals. Yeah, that one. The almighty PSN cards have been taken down by Splatoon 2. It is the #1 best-selling game on Amazon. #1 best-selling game and the #1 product on Amazon for bestsellers for video games, which is pretty unheard of because it's always these freaking PSN cards, which is understandable. Like I said, people don't like putting in their credit card information into PSN. Destiny 2 is also at 4th place, and also the Uncharted bundle. People are really gearing up and getting ready for Destiny 2 on the PS4. But this is about Splatoon 2 and how it shot up to the #1 game. Splatoon 2 is launching next week, yeah, July 21st. Seriously, people talk about this, and this is just so awesome to see Nintendo consistently getting big games every single month. We saw that with pretty much since the Switch was released. We've got Zelda, we got Minecraft, we got Street Fighter, we got Disgaea 5. We've got just so many great games, one after another each month. Great indie titles as well. Plus the big games started kicking off April with Mario Kart. Then we also got ARMS. Now we have Splatoon 2 coming, then Pokémon's coming, and then Mario Cross Rabbids is coming, and then Xenoblade and Super Mario Odyssey, then Fire Emblem. A lot of great stuff to look forward to, and Splatoon 2 is probably going to be one of the biggest selling Nintendo Switch games of the year. It could possibly outsell The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in the early going just because of Japan. Japan is really hyped up and ready for this game, but even reaching #1, I'm not even sure The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild beat the PSN cards. I know it was #1 for video games as far as just physical actual games, but I'm not sure if it ever reached the #1 spot on the Amazon sales. It might have for a bit, but you know, I don't really remember. But this is crazy to see. Happy for Splatoon 2. I know a lot of people were hyped for the Splatfest with the ice cream versus Team Cake. Unfortunately for me, I was having kind of like a little bit of jet lag, and I really didn't feel like participating in Splatoon 2 or playing online multiplayer at the time. I was just relaxing, kind of playing some NBA Playgrounds, trying out the new update there, seeing what they changed. So I kind of wanted to just relax and play some stuff, so I didn't really participate in there, but it was cool to see people's videos and everyone talking about it, and it's going to be hyped next week because it's launching. Oh my gosh, it's already here. It just a little bit ago, ARMS was out, or ARMS was just launching, so yeah, the games are coming, and they're coming fast. So let me know what you guys think about this. As far as the sales go, you excited for Splatoon 2? You guys know I am. It was my #5 most anticipated for 2017, so definitely like to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here, we've got some Kingdom Hearts 3 potentially coming to Nintendo Switch news. So the director of Kingdom Hearts 3 says that the Nintendo Switch may be possible after the game's initial launch. So Square Enix has been showing a lot of support for the Nintendo Switch. We've seen a number of games from Dragon Quest, Lost Sphere, I Am Setsuna, and more coming to the system, and it does seem like Kingdom Hearts 3 has the possibility to come as well. Now, when IGN asked director Tetsuya Nomura about the possibility, and by the way, Tetsuya Nomura is doing some illustrations for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch. So when he was asked about the possibility of Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to the system, he said that it's definitely an interesting piece of hardware, and they can definitely consider doing it afterwards. But let's get into his direct quotes here. Quote, "The Nintendo Switch is definitely a very interesting piece of hardware, but if we lightly say, oh yeah, we'll be on the Nintendo Switch, I'm sure people will come back and say, but what about the PS4 and Xbox One? We want them out first, don't focus on other platforms. So for now, we want to focus on what platforms we've already announced we're going to be releasing Kingdom Hearts 3 on. And so after, perhaps, maybe we can start thinking about other possibilities." And once again, this is something that I've been saying for quite some time. Games like Kingdom Hearts, games like Final Fantasy, these games have been in development for 3-4 years plus, and it's hard to just try to say, okay, let's get a team together, let's start porting a quality port, not some crappy port just outsourced, but a quality port of a game that's not even done and has had some development hell as far as, like, you know, what's going on with the game, which Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in somewhat development hell. Let's just be real here. It's just easier for them to finish the game, get a quality team, get people who can oversee the port, then get it ported maybe in about a year's time or so. So it's probably going to come afterwards, but I do feel that it's going to come because of the position that the Nintendo Switch is in when it comes to Japan and when it comes to this type of game. You have an RPG, Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, the Xbox One is just not as strong as it was before worldwide when it comes to comparing it to the Xbox 360. Japanese RPGs actually came to the Xbox 360 and some of them having some success, but overall necessarily weren't great. But just the overall like install base and everything was just bigger with the Xbox 360, and even the penetration in Japan was bigger. But at this point, you're not seeing that. And the Switch has kind of taken over when it comes to the mindshare of the Japanese public. Just as long as they're stock, that thing is selling out and people want to be able to play their games on the go. This is the Japanese game that's also built for America too. Obviously, people are going to buy it worldwide, but at the same time, you can't sit here and ignore that huge and big growing install base that we see with the Nintendo Switch. So I do feel feel that we're going to get a port of this game down the line. I just won't be anywhere near the PS4 and Xbox One versions, but I do feel a port will come, just kind of like Disgaea 5, right? Disgaea 5 came out on the PS4, Nintendo Switch wasn't out at that point. They finished it, said, okay, let's port it over to the Switch. They got the port over, and we're seeing a lot of other Japanese games. Dragon Quest, obviously, they started it afterwards. They still need to take some time to make sure it's a quality port. The Switch version is coming afterwards. We're going to see the same thing with a lot of these other Japanese RPGs as well, in my opinion, especially with this game with Square Enix, Unreal Engine 4. Dragon Quest 11 is also Unreal Engine 4, so this game can definitely be ported over to the Nintendo Switch because it has that native Unreal Engine 4 support, and I know that they've updated it even more, and by the time 2018, 2019 rolls around, when we finally do get a port of this game, because I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a fall 2018 title, so a 2019 title, I think by then people would have mastered Unreal Engine 4 on the Nintendo Switch if they're not already doing so at this point. So it's just a matter of time when it's coming, but we have to be patient because the Nintendo Switch is a newer system. It didn't come out at the same time as the PS4 and Xbox One came out, so unfortunately you're not always going to get the games right on the same time because it is a newer system, and of course it's not quite on par, so you do have to make sure that you take the time to make a quality version of the game. Don't want another Wii U situation. But let me know what you guys think about this news here. Obviously, you can find the full articles as far as everything that I talked about in the description below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and follow us on social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month, even $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We'll have Splatoon 2, ARMS, and so much more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.